So this is an area of the garden that I don't use. It's been like this since I moved in 2 months ago. I've not touched it, but I've noticed I have some wheat growing in here. That's wheat, isn't it? So what I'm thinking is, if I let this go to seed, collect the seeds for next year, and then sow this next year, and then I'll have some wheat. I assume that all wheat is edible, isn't it? And if I can sow this next year, then obviously there's the potential to grind it down into some flour and make some bread next year. Of course, that's provided that all wheat is edible. I've absolutely no idea, but that's kind of good, isn't it? Kind of good. Let me show you something else that is in the garden. If you just go across here, past the shed, down the side of the shed, we have this growing. Anybody got any idea what that is? It looks really nice, doesn't it? Those colours on that are pretty good. Now, the side of the shed doesn't get a lot of sunlight, only about an hour a day. But I want to dig that up, put it in a pot and grow it on. If anybody knows what it is, let me know, because I'm intrigued by that. It looks really nice, doesn't it? So we're back to the tomatoes. They're still looking good. They're going to go out this week into their final position. I don't know why some of those leaves are a bit yellow. It is a bit cold this morning, so when there's been a bit of a chill overnight, but we'll get those out this week. So back to this little greenhouse, let's have a look. Those tomatoes are going out this week. That chili's going to be potted on. Those will probably stay in here, they're not too big yet. Then we have the cabbage, that first sowing of cabbage I did, I've got 2. Sunflowers, first sowing 3. Beetroots, taking a long time, aren't they? They've come, but seem to have stalled a bit. And we'll move across to the butternut squash. They need to be potted on, which I'll do this week. And then the chard that, mini chard, micro chard, small chard. Now you will remember after the first sowing of the sunflower seeds, I sowed the other pack, which had about 200 mouldy old seeds in them. So you want to know what's happened with those? Well, let's have a look. There we go. They've come through, quite a lot have come through. There's still some more coming through, so that's a lot of sunflower seeds, but my dad has sowed them, otherwise I would have chucked them all away, so that's not too bad, is it? Of course, the other thing you want to know about is those cabbage seeds I sowed. After the first sowing, where I only had 2, I sowed the remaining cabbages. And you want to know what's happened, don't you? Well, let's have a look. Ta-da! Of course this was going to happen, wasn't it? I mean, all those seeds have started to grow. So, cabbage, anybody? Yes. So, let's have a chat about how that's gone wrong, or gone right, you could say. Let's have a chat about those cabbages and where it all went wrong. Got the hat on, got the old barnet. Needs a bit of a trim. Needs to get down to the farmer. Get him to give it a once over. So those cabbages, what went wrong? What went right? So what's happened is the first set of seeds I sowed failed, and I got 2 of them. So I sowed the rest of them. But of course, what I didn't even think about was that the first sowing was from, let's say, packet A, and the second sowing was from packet B. I'm sure both of them had a use by date of 2025 or no, 2026. So the first lot obviously failed, packet A. Packet B have not failed because they're 2 different varieties of cabbage. That's why. What am I going to do with all these cabbages? I don't know. I'd like to grow them all on, but I can't put them in individual pots because I haven't got that many pots. So I'm probably going to pop them on into something like a grow bag or a large container, and then as the leaves start to develop, just pick the leaves. I can't let them run to whole cabbages because who can eat that much cabbage? I don't know. So in the last video I said I wanted to plant the tomatoes out in the garden along this fencing here. When we had a close-up of the soil last time, it did look a bit rubbish, this soil, didn't it? That's not looking very good at all. So I'm going to give that a bit of a dig and we'll see what's down there. Probably a little rubbish, but let's have a look. So the first test of this soil is going to be if I can throw this into the ground, and if this stays in the ground, doesn't fall over, it's going to be a good sign. But I think it's going to fall over, so we'll have a go. And for those health and safety conscious, don't follow this. Inappropriate footwear, yes, but let's have a go. Let's see what happens here. It stayed in. It stayed in. It's in. It's in. We might be onto something here. It's in. Let's have a close-up. So let's have a go. Hard as you would expect. It's going in. Let's see what comes out of this. Yeah, the same as before. So I think I can sow my tomatoes and squash, etc. in what you see here. These are recycling containers that local authorities, local councils used to give out to homeowners. But then they upgraded to what we call wheelie bins, and they never wanted these back, so these were just redundant, but I kept them. These are not all from my house, they are from friends as well. I didn't have that much recycling. You can see where the first one's from, and now I'm in Cornwall. So I think I can use these if I put some compost in there and some topsoil and some rotted down grass to eke out the cost of just putting compost in there. I think they should work. These are actually old water containers. There's someone that I know had fresh water delivered and they came in these large containers, and I thought I can use these. If I cut the tops off, use them as planters, and I have grown potatoes in these in the past. You obviously need to make a hole in them, put some sort of handle on them, because you can't pick them up without the handles. They're just really slippery. So I think compost, topsoil to spread out the compost, make them go further, and some grass clippings. I can put on the tomatoes, the squash, and whatever else I've got that escapes me at the moment in these containers, and make use of them. So we'll try and give that a go and see where we get to with it. Now we have the garlic. I was getting a bit concerned about the garlic because there's nothing happening at all, but I have had a bit of a sneaky peek, which I did yesterday, so let's have a look and see what's happening. There's one. There's the second one. It's this one that I'm more interested in, because you can see it started to shoot. We've got a shoot on it, so things are starting to happen in here now, and the shoots are starting to come on. So yeah, I was getting a bit concerned, but they're starting to do the right thing.